Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Jake Stevens of Chelsea Boys Basketball. How's it going?
I'm going good. How are you?
Doing well. Big win last night. Congrats on
Yeah,
the win over Tecumseh.
thank you.
You guys are really rolling right now, especially a much-needed win after a tough loss against Saline. But overall, what's the vibe of this team like so far?
It's a pretty free offense, so we create our own shots and set a lot of screens. So I mean, the offensive side is going well. We've had two games back to back where two kids have had 35 plus on us, so we had to lock in against Tecumseh and shut their guys down, and we held them to I think 45, 50. So we're coming together on defense, and we can obviously score the ball, putting up around 70 a game. So I think our defense is the biggest thing right now that we got to focus on.
Yep. Yeah, just gotta keep playing like Scrap from Ice Age. Um, yeah. So just kind of going into this year, obviously a lot of changes. Obviously a new coach, but obviously very familiar to you guys. But overall, what's been you've played some really tough teams this season. Just what it's been like these first few games is now you guys are really into conference play now.
Our Andrea likes to pride us in our off season schedule. I mean, we played Roseville at home. We played Wayne Memorial, who had two really good freshman guards. So I think playing that tough off season schedule gets us ready for what's down the road in March and our conference play as well. I mean, we have Detroit Edison down the road at Detroit Edison, then Grosse Pointe South, who I know is really good too. So our off season schedule is gonna be really good to help us when we get to the playoffs.
Yeah. How looking at this offseason, what did you really work on this offseason?
I worked on my jump shot for sure, and just getting more athletic. I wasn't the most athletic kid last year. I'm still not the most athletic kid on the court playing with Joey, but I just worked on my lateral quickness and just catch and shoot threes and off the dribble threes off screens and stuff. So
Yeah. When you look at where you are at offensively, it obviously creates what basically do you look for when you're trying to go down and make the best shot or something?
so when we go down on offense, you'll see a lot of screens, like guard to guard screens. But like last night they had a big that wasn't stepping up on screen, so we attacked that and it worked in our advantage. But we're gonna get paint touches and kick the ball out. But if we have a layup or a good pull up shot, we're gonna take it. But shoot a lot of threes, pull ups, and layups. But just be trying to get the best shot each possession and make the most of it.
How are you like with like the decision process of what to really kind of do on offense? It's like you could go this way, you can go this way, you can take the three, you can just drive up to the basket. What goes in it? Do you just take what's presented to you or something?
Yeah, like I said, it's really free, so we're making all the choices pretty much, unless we're seeing some weird defenses. But yeah, just a lot of screens, and we're just really trying to get the best shot we possibly can each possession.
Defensively, how do you think you personally have done with that?
I think I've done all right on defense. I get a lot of steals up top, but sometimes when I like whiff on a steal or when the ball gets past me, that's a 4-on-5 coming back our way. So I've definitely taken more pride in just playing straight up defense and not taking so many chances, which I think has made us better because then it's a 5-on-5 rather than a 4-on-5, and people are scrambling all over.
Yeah. Um, Kind of talk about just where you guys, coming off the loss to Celine. What did that really do to help you guys get ready for this game?
Yeah, so Andrea's always talked about we got to peak at the right moment. So we lost to Celine by two. It was a tough environment to play in. Then we give 70 up to Ipsy. So we're going down a little bit. Then last night is when we shot back up. So going into Tecumseh, we knew they were going to be tough. They beat us last year. You know, they have Zajac Ryder. Zajac, great high school player, and we really focused on him at practice and in the game as well. So I think we did the most to shut him down. I think he still had around 15, but great players are going to go get their buckets, and I think that was the best defensive game we played all year for sure.
Yeah. Do you also going into this game? Coming, you got some good teams, coming out and coming down the pipeline. Jackson and Adrian are coming up for you guys. What do you kind of want to see, kind of the progression of where you're at, where this team is at, overall? Where do you think that just to fit in the entire system?
We definitely want to win the league outright, knowing we've tied it the last 2 seasons with three teams. So I mean, we're in a good spot right now, but like you said, we got Adrian Jackson coming up the next 2 games. So we really got to focus in and get 2 big wins and just keep moving on in conference play and trying to get the win.
Okay, let's talk about you for a second. How do you mentally prepare for a game?
Um, I like to listen to a lot of music before I play. At school, I'll have my AirPods in. Well, when I get to the gym, it's weird. I don't have my music on. I like to just get the feel for like the environment that I'm playing in and just get used to it. So when I get out on the court, I'm like used to it. But yeah, just music, and I like to get a feel of the crowd before I play in it.
Okay. Um, all right. I probably should ask this. What's on Jake Stevens' playlist?
Uh, I have a lot of stuff. I like Future, like NBA YoungBoy. I like a lot of rap.
Okay. All right. See, I saw Boogie with a Hoodie has a new album too, so that'll
Yeah,
be
he's one of my favorites too.
yeah. So let's and just overall, like, do you ever get nervous before a game?
Oh yeah, I definitely get nervous. I don't know. I don't know if I'd say I get nervous, but I'm definitely anxious before I play. Like when we warm up in the hallway before a game, I'm always moving. I'm like a pacer, so I gotta keep moving. And when I get out there, I get a great sweat going. I get a feel for the game and the warm up and how my shots feeling. And when we get to the player introductions, I'm totally free and I feel great.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to know you a little bit. How about that, Jake?
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. It's my favorite movie since I was younger. I'd say The Goonies.
Okay. Um, what's a TV or streaming show you're really into, or do you just watch YouTube?
I was a late to this one, but I started watching Stranger Things this summer, and I had no idea how good it was, and I watched 4 seasons in like 3 weeks. So that's definitely probably my favorite I've seen on Netflix.
Okay. Who's the player that you looked up to growing up?
Um, Growing up, I definitely looked at Stephen Curry. I had a Stephen Curry pillowcase. I have it here somewhere, but I just liked the way he shot the ball and got his teammates involved. He was just a really great point guard. When I was younger, I was more of a point guard. I was one of the smaller kids on the court, and I just really looked at him, and he was a big role model for me.
Yeah. Um, let's see. What's your go-to place for food?
Um, I'd say Moe's in Ann Arbor. We go there every Monday with my friends as like a basketball team. So I'd say Moe's in Ann Arbor by the mall.
Do they still say "Welcome to Moe's" every time you go?
Every time, every
Yeah,
time.
love that. And finally, what is something people do not know about
Um, I can't. It's hard for me to take a day off from like shooting or anything because like if I take one day off, my shot feels super weird the next day. I don't know if it's in my head or not, but it's super hard for me not to go shoot at least like 100 shots every day.
So yeah, I mean the challenge, of course, challenge today at time of recording. Today is a snow day. So
Yeah,
how are you going to find out? I mean, obviously, are you going to find a way to get shots in?
I'll find somehow to get some time to work in.
All right, sounds good. Well, Jake, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you for having me.